I think overall it was a very successful camp. Of course, you always want to get the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, but this day and age it doesn't work that way. But overall, gave us a good look on a few first rounders and a lot of second round picks. And it was like, again, it's just nice to have them in our state, in our facility here in Minnesota. It's just great. And,
in some ways, is it more important to get some of those guys, the lower tier guys that, I mean, you know a lot about number 1, number 2, Derek Williams, Kyrie Irving, but to see some of these other guys that aren't as heralded, I guess.
No question. Also to put them against guys that they haven't played against that we haven't seen during the season. That's a great thing. Like, you know, like Sheldon Mack going against Travis Leslie. You got a point guard and an off guard going against each other. An athlete with a big, strong body guy, you know, from Butler. So that's the beautiful thing. And you get him in a city where you can do 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 1-on-1, and some teaching stuff. So you get to really evaluate a lot in this process.
You get to see him out of their system as well. I talked to Malcolm English, how those guys play at UCLA. Sometimes out of the system against some strict guys. And you see UCLA guys have great NBA players. You can see him out of that and into these individuals.
No question, like John Lear, they were talking about, you know, he was able to pick them off and make plays where on his team he had to pass the ball around the perimeter 3 or 4 times. And same with Shelvin. And we told these guys, when you come out, you just got to play. We want to see you play, but you make good decisions too. And you also can see guys that you let the reins off, and they also don't make good decisions because they're not used to doing it. So that gives us a good evaluation on that.
Do you think Malcolm plays more?
Malcolm Lee?
Sheldon?
Oh, no question. No question. I think he's more of a 1. And we had him on the USA select team this summer, and he went against Derrick Rose and those big body guys who played very well. So, you know, he's pretty impressive out here today. You know, he can guard you, he can run a team, he's strong enough to bounce off you. And if you look at the NBA today with Darren Williams and Derrick Rose, we got these big point guards, and I mean, you got to match up with those guys. So for him, trust me, you got a lot of interest in this league. In hindsight, maybe we shouldn't have all these people here. We should have kept them there and shut them down.
Do you think he's got the handle of
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And the reason I know that personally is being with the USA Olympic team. I was over in the summer. He was over the US Select. I got to see him go against Rose and those guys, and he had no problem. So I got a lot to do like that.
Is there anybody over the course of the 2 days that really surprised you and that you didn't know a whole lot about coming into this?
No. I know these guys. That's what we do all year. You know, it's funny thing is you bring them in, you think today's like the day we figure everything out. What we figure out is how they go against certain matches.